Who was Alan Turing, a genius or a victim? How did he shatter the secrets of Enigma? What led him to his tragic end? Science or society? Who truly prevailed? The story that changed history. Coming up next.
The name Alan Turing is etched in history as the starting point of revolutions in modern computer science, artificial intelligence, and cryptanalysis. He was not merely a scientist who found life within mathematical formulas. Turing was also a man who faced the painful costs of freedom, courage, and being different. His life stands as a vivid metaphor. On one side, the unyielding will of science, and on the other, the cruel constraints imposed by society. Alan Matheson Turing was born on June 23, 1912 in London, to Julius Matheson Turing and Ethel Sarastoni, British citizens serving under the British Empire in India. Since his parents worked in India during his early years, Alan and his brother were raised in England by various foster families. From a very young age, he displayed an extraordinary analytical mind. Though uninterested in classical education at Sherborne School, his love for mathematics and science astonished both teachers and classmates. His introverted nature and sense of solitude drew him closer to books and formulas, which became his closest companions. Cambridge and the Turing machine. In 1931, Turing began studying at King's College, University of Cambridge. He graduated with distinction in 1934 and became a fellow of the college in 1935. At that time, the mathematical world was engaged in intense debate around David Hilbert's famous Entscheidungsproblem, decision problem. Turing tackled this in his groundbreaking paper on computable numbers, with an application to the Entscheidungsproblem, where he introduced the concept of the Turing machine. This theoretical machine was a simple mechanism capable of reading and writing symbols on an infinitely long tape and transitioning between states. Turing demonstrated that such a machine could solve any computable problem. This concept laid the theoretical foundation for modern programmable computers. World War II and the defeat of Enigma. In 1939, with the outbreak of World War II, Turing was recruited to Britain's ultra-secret cryptanalysis center at Bletchley Park. His main task was to break the Enigma cipher used by the Germans, which was believed to be unbreakable. Building on earlier Polish research, Turing developed an electromechanical machine known as the bomb, which could test thousands of possibilities each day and crack Enigma's codes. Historians estimate that Turing's work shortened the war by 2 to 4 years and saved millions of lives. Though his efforts remained classified for decades, his role in shaping the outcome of the war became one of the most consequential in modern history. After the war, Turing worked at the University of Manchester, contributing to the development of early computers like the Manchester Mark I. In 1950, in his revolutionary paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, he proposed the Turing test, designed to assess whether a machine could think like a human. Turing believed that one day machines would possess the ability to think, a belief that required both vision and courage at the time. Personal life and tragic end. In 1952, Turing confessed to being homosexual, which was a criminal offense in the UK at the time, leading to legal prosecution. He was given a choice between imprisonment or hormonal treatment, chemical castration. Turing chose the latter. The treatment severely impacted his physical and psychological health. In June 1954, Alan Turing was found dead from cyanide poisoning. Officially ruled a suicide, some researchers have suggested the possibility of accidental poisoning. The suffering and social rejection he endured in his final months exemplify how society often punishes brilliance and difference with cruelty. Decades after his death, Turing's contributions and identity began to be re-evaluated globally. In 2009, British Prime Minister Gordon Brown issued an official apology. In 2013, Queen Elizabeth II granted Turing a posthumous royal pardon. In 2021, Turing's portrait was featured on Britain's new £50 banknote, seen as a symbol of both scientific and moral justice. Legacy and cultural impact. Alan Turing's life and ideas have inspired numerous films, books, and documentaries over the years. The 2014 film The Imitation Game, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, introduced his story to a wider audience. Today, Turing is not only remembered as the father of computer science, but also as a symbol of human rights and the courage to be different. Conclusion. Alan Turing was not just a man who broke codes. He was a genius who broke through the rigid molds of his time. He thought in formulas but lived for humanity. His legacy endures not only in technology, but also in society's continuing journey toward intellectual freedom and human dignity. Thanos planned to wipe out half the population to protect universal resources. He justified this as a way to balance the scales. He believed overpopulation led to depletion of essentials. This gave his character a philosophical depth beyond typical villains. What happens to a person when Medusa looks at them in Greek mythology? Kills them, turns them to stone, puts them to sleep, enrages them. Medusa is one of the fearsome Gorgon sisters in Greek mythology. Her gaze had the power to instantly turn anyone to stone. Perseus avoided this fate by using a reflective shield to behead her. She symbolizes fear and punishment in ancient myths. What was the main activity in one of the first computer games? Pong. Writing graphic code, guessing numbers, bouncing a ball, summing numbers. Pong is a simple arcade game created in 1972. The core mechanic involves bouncing a ball between two paddles. It went down in history as one of the first interactive video games. Its simplicity laid the groundwork for digital entertainment. Which music band performed Bohemian Rhapsody? Queen, The Beatles, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin. Bohemian Rhapsody was released in 1975 by the band Queen. It is known for its operatic sections, rock elements, and classical influences. Written by Freddie Mercury, the song is considered revolutionary in music history. Its music video also pioneered visual music presentation before the MTV era.
Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and leave a comment.